So you want to project yourself out of your body and explore yourself and the universe. That's pretty damn awesome. But let me ask you something. Deep down, do you truly believe that you can do it? Or is there a part of you that still doubts? No matter how many times you try to astral project in the past with little or no results, this process that I'm going to guide you through in this video is going to quantum jump you into a version of yourself that can astral project with ease. When I started practicing astral projection, I didn't think I could do it because I didn't see myself as someone gifted with psychic abilities like others. Like when I went to meditation retreats, there would always be somebody in the meditation class that would have visions and see things and experience things. And for me, it was just dark. I didn't see anything. So I didn't really think I could do this. And I also thought that you might need to be someone that is a master meditator that has been meditating for many, many years. And I wasn't that either. But what I was and always have been is someone with an open mind, believing that everything is possible. That the universe is a limitless canvas, open for us to paint anything that we want on it. The only limitations are those that we put on ourselves. I would like you to start adopting a similar mindset, that everything is possible. Better yet, I want you to truly believe that this is possible for you. Your ability to astral project is connected to your inner belief of what you're capable of. In order to astral project, it's really important that you truly believe that you can, that you're capable of doing it, and not just on a surface level, but all the way into your subconscious mind. If you have doubts about your ability to astral project on a subconscious level, that will show up in your practice as procrastination or self-sabotage, like excuses of being too busy or that it's not the right time, etc. Whatever you believe about yourself and your world becomes your reality. This process will shift you from your current identity, which may be that you have doubts about what you're capable of, into a new identity, fully empowered and capable of astral projecting confidently and with ease. There's no woo-woo here. It's all neuroscience. If you shift yourself, your reality will shift as well. So where does quantum jumping come into all of this? Well, first of all, I want to be clear that I do not subscribe to the many worlds interpretation, which is something that many spiritual teachers do. The many worlds interpretation is a theory that every time we make a decision, we split into other versions of ourselves that make all the other possible decisions. So that would mean that there is no free will, since you're never making any choices. You're choosing everything. Every single time you have a decision to make, you'll be choosing all possible outcomes. That doesn't even make sense because you wouldn't do that. You would always choose one specific thing based on how you're thinking in that moment. There'll be a very strong probability of what path you would take based on how you're thinking and how you're feeling and who you are. It doesn't make sense that you would take every single possible path. But let's explore that. If you were to take every possible path, that would mean that the universe is a completely chaotic place where there's versions of you that made all possible choices, not just the good choices, but also the worst choices, which means that there are many versions of you that are living very difficult lives in endless suffering. From my personal astral projection experiences, I've never met an identical parallel version of myself who made different choices. However, I have experienced many parallel lives where I exist, but in those lives, I'm completely different. It's a different incarnation. I look different. I live in a different world. I have different circumstances. It's not the same Florentine that you see here. Our higher self has many incarnations in multiple dimensions and timelines to grow and expand simultaneously. Each life has free will and its own unique expression of consciousness. You are a unique expression of consciousness. So from this perspective, quantum jumping comes from the understanding of the law of attraction and the law of resonance. If you shift yourself into a new identity, you'll resonate at a different frequency and attract a different reality. So how is that even possible, you might ask? Well, it has to do with quantum mechanics. So through the double slit experiment, we know that light behaves like a wave of possibilities, and when it's observed, it collapses into predictable particles. That's how life works too. There is a wave of possibility for us, and the moment we choose a path, that path materializes into our reality and creates an identity with a probable future timeline. The challenge is that even when we don't actively choose a path, the universe shapes one for us based on our thoughts and emotions. For most people, this means their path is largely predetermined. If you consistently think and feel the same way every day, your life will reflect the same pattern and continue the same way. So in order to jump timelines into a new identity, you have to shift the way you think and feel. The way you think and feel becomes your frequency and identity. So during this quantum jumping process that I'm going to guide you through in a moment, you're going to be focusing and visualizing a version of yourself who is astral projecting consistently and with ease. It's important that you fully feel this version of yourself. Whether you see an image in your mind's eye, feel the emotions, or sense how that version of you would think and act, make it as real and vivid as you can. We're going to alternate between feeling your current identity in the here and now and feeling the version of yourself who astral project with ease. Every time you shift from one to another, I'll ask you to say something about it. I want you to share something concise about what you notice when you feel each side. For example, when visualizing and feeling your current identity, you might say, I feel I'm not good enough. I feel heavy. I feel sad. And then when visualizing your new identity, you might say, I feel powerful. I feel confident. I feel free. And if you can, say it out loud. It works the best that way. We'll be going back and forth between your present identity and your desired identity. And at some point, I'll guide you to feel both identities at the same time. And we'll repeat this process a few times. After a while, the present you and this new you begin to merge and integrate. And by the end of this process, you'll become one and unified. However, if for some reason by the end of this meditation you don't feel like each side has fully merged, then I recommend to repeat this process until you do. Once you fully merge with this new identity, you'll have successfully reprogrammed your subconscious mind and aligned yourself with this new identity. From there on, I recommend repeating this process a few times per week to keep your vibration tuned into this new frequency and identity of you. All right, so it's now time to start with the meditation. Please find a comfortable position, relax, and close your eyes and just get into a meditative state. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Now imagine yourself standing in a vast desert. You can hear the wind whispering past your ears, carrying grains of golden sand. The warmth of the sun rests on your skin. The air feels dry. The wind is blowing you into a certain direction gently. You decide to start walking in that direction. With every step forward, you feel the soft crunch of sand beneath your feet. As you walk through this endless, golden, expansive desert, you suddenly notice a rocky path ahead. This path leads to a cave. As you enter this cave, you notice there is a golden light illuminating this cave. And as you walk forward into the cave, you notice that there's a staircase taking you down even deeper into the cave. You start to gently walk down the staircase, and with every step, you feel yourself descending slowly, and you sink deeper and deeper. With each step, your awareness expands. With each step, your energy shifts, and you feel yourself getting deeper and deeper until you finally reach the bottom. You now stand inside of a massive golden chamber. You look around and notice a golden ambient light reflecting off the walls. The walls are shimmering and reflect every single thought and emotion back at you. You've never experienced yourself so fully, but here you are in this cave, and every thought and emotion is reflected back at you. In this moment, you decide to close your eyes and truly feel yourself. And as you close your eyes, you notice how your emotions and your thoughts are amplified, reflecting back at you in a powerful way. Now I want you to feel your current identity. Who are you right now? How do you feel about yourself and your ability to astral project? Allow this feeling to grow and magnify. And say something about it out loud. As the echoes of your voice spreads through the golden chamber, you notice that there's a light appearing in mid-air. The strong light transforms into a glowing portal in front of you. You gently open your eyes and see inside the portal another version of yourself. A version of you who is a master at astral projection. You feel a powerful energetic bond between you and this version of yourself. It is so strong, so magnetic, that you instinctively close your eyes again. And in an instant, you're pulled through the portal and you become this astral master version of yourself. You're now on the other side, fully embodying the identity of an astral projector, a master astral projector. What does this version of you feel like? What do they know about themselves that you didn't before? How is this person different? Feel into this new identity as deeply as you can. Gather as much information as you possibly can. Magnify it and make it stronger. Really feel into it. And say something about it out loud. As your words echoes throughout the golden chamber, you feel the connection between your past self and this new self growing stronger. You now hold both versions in your awareness at the same time. Feel your present self and feel the astral master at the same time. Hold both versions in your awareness and take a long, deep inhale. And exhale. Say out loud what's happening between the two. Do you feel them separate? Or are they beginning to blend and merge? Simply notice. Good, very good. Now return to your present identity. Who are you? And how do you feel about yourself and your ability to astral project? Let that feeling magnify for a moment. How do you feel? Say something about it out loud. And now return to your astral master identity. Who are you now? How are you different? What do you do differently that allows you to project effortlessly? How is your mindset? How often are you practicing? What is different about the life of this version of you? Feel this version of you deeply. Magnify it and strengthen it. And say something about it out loud. Now hold both identities in your awareness simultaneously. Feel both your present identity and your identity as a master astral projector. and take a long, deep inhale. And exhale. Say out loud what's happening between the two. Do you feel them merging? Do you feel them separate? Simply notice. Very good. Now, return to your current identity. Who are you? How do you feel about yourself and your ability to astral project? Let that feeling magnify for a moment. And say something about it out loud. And now return to your astral master identity. Feel into your astral master identity. Who are you now? How are you different? What do you do differently that allows you to astral project easily? How are you practicing? Feel this version of you deeply and magnify it, strengthen it, and say something about it out loud. Now feel both identities merging. Feel them becoming one. Your energy is shifting. Your consciousness is aligning. You are transforming. You hear a powerful swoosh sound as the portal slowly closes, leaving you standing in the golden chamber, no longer as your past self, but as a new, fully embodied astral master. Now take a moment and absorb this transformation. Feel this new identity spreading through every part of your being, flowing infinitely in front of you. Feel this new identity spreading infinitely behind you. Feel this new identity spreading infinitely to your left and to your right. Feeling this powerful new identity spreading infinitely above you and below you, expanding in all directions infinitely. Feeling into that expansive state, feeling yourself expanding into a state of bliss, state of joy, state of love. You have now fully embodied the frequency of an astral master. You are now someone who travels to multiple dimensions and communicates with spirit guides and loved ones. You're someone who bridges both the physical and the non-physical worlds. You gather knowledge and wisdom from the Akashic records and heal yourself and those around you. As you open your eyes, you realize that the golden chamber has vanished. You're now floating above the clouds, weightless, free, and at peace. You feel a deep sense of joy, clarity, and gratitude for the powerful transformation you have just experienced. Every cell of your being feels rejuvenated and updated to a whole new version of yourself, a version that is capable of astral projection. Allow yourself to drift in this space for a while, feeling all the new energy that you have gathered, allowing all new insights to be fully downloaded and integrated into your being. Feeling yourself floating, weightless, and at peace. The air around you starts to gently lower you down towards the ground. And as I count from 3 to 0, you will notice that your feet will touch the ground. When your feet touch the ground, you'll feel an energy boost. 3, you're moving down, feeling a sense of energy moving through your body. 2, you're getting really close to the ground, feeling even more energized and awake. 1, you're just about to touch the ground. 0, you're now touching the ground. You feel awake, wide awake, and energized. All right, you can now return back to your room. Become aware of your seat. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Now I'm really curious to hear what you experienced. Drop a comment below and tell me what was the biggest shift you felt. What part of this experience surprised you the most? And if you feel like the shift hasn't fully locked in yet, I highly recommend repeating this process until you feel the integration. Once you feel merged with your new identity, you have successfully reprogrammed your subconscious mind and aligned yourself with this new version of you. To reinforce this shift, I recommend listening to this process a few times per week to keep your vibration tuned in to this new frequency of yourself. And I've included a link to the meditation section of this video below, so you can access it whenever you want. All right, now it's time for you to take massive aligned action. And throughout your day, tune into this new identity and ask yourself, what would my astral master self do right now? And it could be, for example, that you start practicing astral projection more consistently and that you start attending our coaching sessions and accelerate your progress to save you years of trial and error. Check out the links below for our resources. And if you got any value from this video, then make sure to like and subscribe to our channel so I can make more awesome videos just like this one. All right, that's it. You're now on a path of becoming an astral Jedi. May the Force be with you.